Hey everybody, it's Jeff. Hope you're all doing really good today. This is part 14 of the GMC Bofors Hobby Boss kit, 1/35th scale, dedicated to Jim Steen. I spent a bit of time this morning on the bench just doing little things that needed to be done before I could start painting. Nothing very much, but let's go down the bench and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, be right back. Thanks, guys. Okay, one of the things that we needed to do, or I wanted to make sure I got done before I painted, was putting the bracket on the side of the truck for the extra barrel. Okay, it goes right here, and I wanted to make sure it was in place before I did any paint. I'll put a picture up showing it from the side here, but there's going to be two ammo boxes sitting on the running board here. So I wanted to make sure that I got that bracket on there. There's no real locating pins or anything, but I want to make sure there's enough room between the running board and this bracket for the ammo boxes to sit there. So I cut some of the ammo boxes loose, the pieces, and I just fit them underneath there to make sure they're okay. I'll put up a picture just to show you what it looks like. There's our extra barrel, and it's got kind of a so-so looking canvas wrap over the ends. So we'll paint it up and give it a wash, see what it looks like. Okay, another thing I wanted to do in the instructions, I'll just show you on here. They give you a pattern for this little piece of wire that goes under the hood. I don't know why they waited till this late in the game, till you're almost finished, to put that wire in, but I wanted to put it in so I could paint it. It's very, very soft copper or brass, so it's easy to bend. I just hold it on the pattern and bend it around. Nothing to it. But I've got it under there. It's not glued down yet, but you can see it under there, and it's loose, so it'll move back and forth a little bit. It's not quite centered at the moment. There we go. Okay, and I'll show you a picture. But one thing I wanted to mention, when you're cutting your wire, leave these ends just a couple millimeters long. Okay, the firewall has a couple of little locating, kind of just little indents, and I took a drill bit and I went ahead and drilled a hole in there, so the wire actually slips through the hole and locates it without even any glue. So I'll just put a dab of glue out here on the front, and then the back side will be fine. It's captured, and the hood fits fine, so there's no problems there. So that's all looking good right now. I did a little bit of looking with this string they give us for the winch cable. I decided to go ahead and use it. They give you lots of it here, probably way more than you need. There's the hook on it. Okay, the hole in the hook is way, way too small for that string to go through. There's no way in the world of putting it through there. I don't know if you could unravel the string and put a little bit through, and then anyway, what I did is I took some much finer thread and I went through the hook, and then I folded the tow cable over, and then I wrapped it with the fine thread, and I put just a little bit of super glue on it. I'm sure you guys that build ships and stuff, you probably got a technique for that, but have a name for a technique for that. But once you get it all in place, it looks like it's on there, but there's no way this is going to go through the hole in that hook. It just isn't going to be possible without. If you drilled it out big enough for the thread to go through, the hole would be gone. Okay, you drill clear through the part. So what I'm going to do is I have to look and see. I think I have some graphite powder, and I'll probably just rub this with some graphite powder and give it kind of a metallic look. Then I might even rub it with some rust colored pastels or something to kind of give it a rust effect. But I think it'll work out okay once you figure out how to get that little hook on there. Okay. The gun, I think I've got all the seams really good. There's a few places where parts are going to cover the seams so that you don't have to be quite so critical about it. There is a piece of photo etch that goes all across the back here, and it required one little bend. Let me show you here. I bent it off camera. It's not that big a deal, but it'll go here. Okay, so that finishes off the back of it really nice. As far as that goes, we could go ahead and put a few parts on the gun right now. I think we're in good shape. I want to do some priming today, but I'll probably do that off camera. Let me get back to my directions here as to what goes where, and we'll go ahead and put a few pieces on. Okay, I'm in step 14. Let's see here. So here's what we've got. We've already put these two halves together with the spring in it. I've got this little F32 to go on. So it's right here. It's already got a pretty good hollow end to it here. They did a really nice job with that. It didn't take much to clean the seams up. So we can go ahead and put that on. Just have to make sure and get it in there nice and straight. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure it's about where I want it. It's too high. If you just keep turning it, doing your adjusting, I'm just kind of sighting along the center here. I don't have my ruler out here. Let's see, yeah, we can do it like this again. Try and get that about the center. It looks really good. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, then we've got a couple of parts here. This is F41. Set there. And then we have F33. Where's my tweezers? Okay. And here comes Jordan. Hi, Jordan. Gotta go see what his mama's doing. Oops. There we go. And then we've got this piece of photo etch that'll go on the back. And we've got another piece of photo etch that'll go on the side. We should go ahead and probably do both of those at the same time. Just blowing my directions up a little bit. Okay, let me get a little this black CA out here. Noisy cars going by today. I noticed that the black pigment kind of tends to separate just a little bit. Which is not a big deal. Okay. Grab a fresh toothpick. This one's getting a little clogged up. Okay. Here's our part. It's nice that you can see where you're putting it. Okay. Okay, that looks really good. Goodness, neighbors. There's one car in this neighborhood. I'm sure it's a kid. He doesn't drive that fast, but boy, he needs a muffler bad. Here's the other piece of PE that needs to go on, and it's just a little hook. It'll go right here. Okay. Easiest to put it on that direction. You guys can see what I'm doing even. Okay. Come on, turned on me just a little bit. Gonna have to adjust that barrel. Yeah, I got her way out. I'll have to, as soon as I get this I'll have to let things set for a while. Okay. There's got the little hook on the side, and my barrel's way out of shape now, so I need to adjust it. I'm going to go ahead and let this stuff firm up for a while. I'm getting it way out of line. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone. Got a little start on our gun. We'll put some more parts on later once this is firmed up. I'm going to leave that set for right now. Okay, yeah, that looks good, but I'm afraid to touch it because I don't want to knock it off too bad. Okay, not sure, just we're at 17 minutes now. We didn't get a whole lot accomplished today. I guess we could put a few, let's see, those are more pieces for the gun. Those are done. These are some extremely tiny photo etch that need to go on the gun. If you can see them in there. That's microscopic. This is some more pieces for the gun. And these are the tail lights and stuff I need to put on. I guess I could get those tail lights put on. That way I could get that stuff ready for primer. Let's see here. I'll just check my references real quick, make sure I'm putting things on the right side in the right place. Here we are, we're back in step 11. So the double will go on the left side, the single one on the right side. Then we've got this one. I'm not sure. It looks like the tail lights are different. This one has like a double lens. No, they're both the same. Okay. Let's see what we can do about getting this together. They're going to need to go from the back side. It's going to be kind of tricky to align them. It might be easiest to I'm sure there's probably a better way, but if we put the light here, and then lower the photo etch onto it. That back to get it to where we want it. That just might work. Okay, it's going to take a very, very little bit of super glue. Let's see what I can do here. Put it right around the edge. Just talking to myself, guys. Okay, put it right around the edge. Turn this over. Oh, come on. At least it's landed CA side up. Put a little more on there. Come on. Looks pretty darn straight to me. Okay. Well, I'm going to let that CA set up. Okay, and then we'll do the other one. Make sure I do them both exactly the same. Okay, and then we've got this little piece of photo etch. I'm going to have to hang on to this. See how that goes. Try and get them. Sorry, I'm off camera. I'm just trying to see what I'm doing here. It is a little crooked. Yeah, I think it's grabbed. Okay, it's glued. It's ever so slightly crooked, ever so slightly. Not enough I'm going to worry about it, but that's good. And then we've got this, where this one just drops through. Supposedly it drops through. Or maybe it sits on top. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't go through. Let's see if I can get any. Yeah, it's supposed to go through. Okay. I'm going to have to sand this one down a little bit, because it's not. Well, maybe it will. Okay. Bent the PE just ever so slightly. Oh, stomach's growling. Gonna have to go look for some lunch. Okay. If you guys can see that or not, there's one of the tail lights, and here's the other tail light, and they're going to go right back here. I'm not sure. Instructions on this is so vague. I'm seeing a slight little mark here and here, which looks to me like that's where they go. Okay. I really like being able to see where I'm putting my glue. Just hold it there a second. Yep. Okay, there goes that motorcycle again. And let's say this one goes here. Okay. There's our lights. And this one over here is just ever so barely crooked. That's going to bug me. Well, we'll see if I fix it. I don't know if I will or not. Okay. I'm going to call it good for now, guys. I want to get some things, little details cleaned up and check for glue marks and that kind of thing, and then try and get some of this stuff primed. So we'll talk to you next time, okay? Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.